Oh.
Oh dear. Well, hello and welcome to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul and I'm joined by...
Thomas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, that's what I was going to say. Here we
Oh,
are,
sorry.
back for our third... Yeah, jumping in there. You do the intro, Paul, he says, jumping in. Our first one of 2023. We had a bit of a break over Christmas, so I think we've caught up with the videos at the moment. And we've still got a few episodes of Daleks Master Plan to go. As we were just chatting a moment ago, and Thomas said, it feels like we've been in this serial for ages, and that's true. We've done 9 episodes, so I think we've only got 3 to go, haven't we?
Yes. Wow. Yeah, it does feel like... I mean, this is the longest serial in the classic era, isn't it? Did you say?
Yeah, I think basically, like, if you count some of the later stories as a separate thing, yeah. But yeah. And so it's a long one, and there's been all kinds of things going on over Christmas period. Whilst we've recorded some of the videos in advance. In that time, obviously, we've had Thomas did a reaction to the trailer for the 60th anniversary, the extended trailer. So that's come out. We've had Shooty Gatwa's costume reveal,
which I somehow missed. Maybe we could bring that up now briefly. Oh, cool.
So here we are. Here's Shooty Gatwa in all his glory. So
I like that.
He's actually got like I thought it was an orange T-shirt to begin with, but it's actually a jumper. It's kind of woolly.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about it to begin with, the orange. I mean, I was quite happy with the rest of it. The rest of the outfit I felt fine with.
Yeah, is it almost tweed?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean...
Similar sort of material, isn't it?
Is it like a Burberry? Is that...
Oh, Burberry, yeah.
Don't know if that's still a thing. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of grown on me, actually, after the initial kind of... Well, I liked it anyway. Just the orange was a bit kind of, I don't know how I feel about it. But like I say, I'm kind of there with it now. And I think as well, there were some other shots. I think he's got like some rings on his fingers and stuff. And, there is a shot, which is the full shot, which has got, you can see the shoes and everything. But there was a video of him with Millie Gibson, is it? Who's playing Ruby Sunday.
That name still cracks me up.
And in that you could see his see the rings. I think he showed them off a little bit there, and I think he had as well on his nails like painted like Gallifreyan symbols.
Oh, cool!
I can't remember though. I might be making that up. I've not seen it for a while, that video, so I might be wrong. But there you go. What are your kind of thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it's quite an imposing look, isn't it?
Anyway, we need to jump into the Dalek Master Plan, episode 10. Yes. And I can't remember what this one's called. Can you see what the name of it is?
It's called Escape Switch, I believe.
Escape Switch, yeah. And it's nice because this is our first moving episode since episode 5, is it?
Wow, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to a bit of movement. Have to see where we left off, to be honest. Can't remember exactly, but I'm sure we'll remember. Oh, no. I remember in the Egyptian one, right?
Ah, yes, of course.
And there was a mummy coming out of the sarcophagus or whatever it was.
Very well remembered. I think the one that's still sticking very heavily in my mind is the Feast of Stephen.
It was great fun, let's be honest.
It was.
There's a couple of times over the holidays I was like, I might just watch some classic Doctor Who, but I just didn't feel like I could do it without you, Thomas.
Oh, bless you. I mean, please don't let me stop you from having a classic Who fix.
So we were in Egypt, weren't we? And the meddling monk was there, and hadn't the Doctor changed his TARDIS the monk's TARDIS to look like a police box?
Yes, I think you're right, actually. Yeah. So it was kind of a duplicate. From an idea by Terry Nation.
So I guess because these are... Terry Nation wrote the first 6, didn't he, I think, or so, and then Dennis Spooner came in and I think had to extend it. So I guess Terry Nation gets partial credit.
Yeah. Well, I think I can make it go a tiny bit bigger. I'll just... Oh. Says your screen sharing is paused. What? That's really weird. It can't share it when it's in actual full screen. Oh, well, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good time. Oh, is it the monk?
Oh, it is, isn't it?
The plan
Mummy, make it stop.
We can't be certain.
Mavic Chen's there, standing there with his hands on his hips, very sort of posed. Dalek is very close to him.
Yeah. Personal space, dude.
Like he's giving him a hug.
Barbara. This is a good set, actually, isn't it? Oh,
It is really nice.
Said it already.
No, well, you know, credit where credit's due.
It is.
How did she not see that Dalek? At the very last second, just appeared.
What was that object that was right in front of me?
No, I think this is a great shot, if it's what I think it is.
Oh. Oh, wow.
That's a nice bit of shooting there from Douglas Camfield.
And there's nothing you can do to stop us now. Hello, Doctor. Very well.
No.
I will hand over the uranium core. Very fine. But on my terms.
Oh, sorry, you glitched up there slightly, Paul.
No, never mind.
What did you say?
Well, he just said, nothing's going to stop us now, and I was like, nothing's going to stop us now. Come build this thing together.
I mean, these guys must just be thinking, what the heck is going on?
Again, I mean, just look at the matte painting behind them there.
Yeah.
How much scale and depth it gives.
It's very good.
Yeah, I mean, the people who put this together can really be commended.
Did you hear that put down from the monk?
No, what did he say?
I'll just rewind a tiny bit.
Sorry,
It
too
was
busy
quite
talking
good.
sets.
Handover is completed. It's not being done on your terms. Why don't you shut up?
His reaction is it's that little kind of whoop as he pulls back.
Respect. Why don't you just shut up? To a Dalek. If that happened in the modern era, it would shoot on the spot, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. That wasn't a very fair fight, was it?
No, not so much.
Another matte painting there.
Oh, but that Dalek did a bit of drifting there.
Yeah.
It's like the Fast and the Furious.
Ooh.
Oh, dear.
It was just snow ploughing him out of the way. Oh, now that is a clever idea.
I had to hand the real uranium core over to Mavic Chen.
Magic Chen.
There's nothing to stop them now.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
I changed the monk's TARDIS into a police telephone box.
Like yours?
Yes, yes, exactly like mine.
Oh, Doctor, you clever boy, you.
I don't care if he's in Timbuktu.
They were all a bit giddy there, weren't they?
Yeah.
That was quite a nice moment. She's basically a companion now, isn't she?
Well,
it remains to be seen, I guess. She's been in more episodes than
Katerina.
what was her name? Katerina.
What was her name? It's kind of shooting this at Dalek eye level.
Yeah. Oh, what's his TARDIS turned into there?
Yeah, like a bit of
He's stolen my directional unit.
rock and ice.
Now, I'll have to
Yeah.
wander through time and space as lost as he is.
That's the second time the Doctor has meddled with the Time Meddler's TARDIS.
Yeah.
Very well, my boy. Pull the main switch.
The escape switch.
Episode title. Oh, what on earth happened there?
Yeah, well, such a relief to have moving images again. Yeah, I mean, and it's such a nice... I love the setting. I think I said this before. The Egyptian setting is a really nice setting. It's kind of rich with imagery to be used for things. Even on this set, which is obviously, even today you could obviously do amazing things with a Egyptian setting and what with CGI and all the no limits to it almost. But given all the limitations they had, the set is amazing.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal. And also just, we mentioned it a number of times throughout the episode, just the way it's shot. And you go, gone into that.
Sorry, it's kind of frozen. Yeah, completely static, I'm afraid. Can't hear you. What happens if you try turning your camera and microphone on and off again?
Back again.
Hello, I have no idea what completely went there. You were just a static frame with no audio.
I got fully kicked out there.
Yeah.
What was the last thing I said?
Yeah, most of it was lost, I'm afraid. If you could take it from... So, you loved the setting. What was the thing you said after that?
Like, it does look great, and there is such a sense of scale and depth to it, even if you know that they can't go back into all those areas because it's just a matte painting. It still works really well. So I really love that about the episode, but I think also as well, as I kind of mentioned a few times through the episode, there are just lots of little shots here and there where you go, oh, that's a nice shot. That's a nice shot. And then clearly a bit of thought has gone into something. So rather than just sticking some Daleks in front of the camera, they've had them with bits going in front of the camera, passing in front. You've had this stuff at the end there where it's kind of filmed at sort of Dalek eye level. Maverick Chen's kind of there in the middle of them all, looking a bit taller. And particularly the shot of what you think is the sun, or the transition from the Egyptian sun into the Dalek dome.
Yeah.
It's just great. It's little things like that just give it a little bit more flair, I suppose. Yeah,
no, absolutely. Would second all of that. It's very tactile, isn't it, when you've got actual materials. And sometimes I wonder if we often default to CGI a bit too easily nowadays. I guess it's often a budget thing, isn't it? But
well, I was listening to a thing, I think it was Toby Haydock on one of his podcasts, talking about how, like, with CGI and stuff and all the stuff like that now, we tend to think stuff has to look as realistic as possible. Otherwise we say we don't believe it. But he was kind of like, why do we need that? Because like if you go to the theatre, when they do things in the theatre, that's not a real building, and that's it's a fake backdrop and all these things. But you're willing to suspend disbelief, and you still enjoy a great theatre show. And I think and obviously we've said that this era of Doctor Who is very much like a play in some ways anyway. But everything doesn't need to be super polished. But, you just need to be like, well, clearly this is what it is, and I can suspend disbelief about this because we do it all the time.
That's a good point. Yeah. If it's a good story, you just get caught up in it, and you just you don't really think anything of it, do you?
No, and you can forgive things. Either it doesn't bother you, or you can forgive it. If there is something that stands out a bit, but
that's true. And the same goes for terrible CGI as well. I imagine as we get into the end of the classic era and some of the Christopher Eccleston episodes, we'll look at some things and be like, it's not the best, but
well, absolutely.
You get caught up in it.
The interesting thing, of course, is that watching it at the time, I don't remember it looking ropey,
Yeah, I have a feeling that Cassandra's death is especially shonky.
I think well, we'll see. I think there's definitely some stuff in Rose with like the head of Mickey and the cork that goes into his head and stuff, and
nice.
the bin, when he gets stuck to the bin and stuff like that. Anyway, but that's another story.
That's a way off. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back soon for the penultimate episode of the Daleks Master Plan. Goodbye.
Goodbye.